Hello and welcome to Growing with the Griffies. It's early morning and I decided to do this video for you because I had this experience with doing a traveling service to wash hair, right? So for those of you who have a nice bowl, running water that's tapped in, a salon chair that leans back, you're all set, no problem, right? But for those of us who are either doing traveling services or we just don't have access to water, maybe we're in a studio, maybe we're in a small space, you either don't have access to water and a hair sprayer or even electricity, I have some things for you. So I haven't actually done this before. I just got my kit. I was thumbing through trying to figure out different ideas to fit what went in my head. So I had to use my portable sink. I'll show you that here. So I have a portable sink. I hadn't used it in years because I've had this bowl here. But I had a new client that actually needed some traveling services and doesn't wash her own hair. So I was trying to come up with something. But with her, I just took the bowl, I took my 5-gallon water bottle, had it down in that hole. We scooted this up against her actual sink, and then she had a chair, an office chair that actually raised and lowered, and the seat actually reclined. So it was perfect. So it was almost a setup like how you would have with this lean back a little bit more if you were in a salon, right? So she had a sprayer on her sink, so I just grabbed the sprayer from her sink and washed her hair. So the problem with that is this bucket, this container right here, it fills up with an endless amount of water. Well, it only holds 5 gallons. But if you're washing and you're spraying and you're washing and you're spraying and you're talking and you're not paying attention, what happens? The water will spill out, right? So the water began to spill out on the floor. We didn't notice, so I ended up having a huge mess to clean up, and I was mortified. She was really okay with it. Her husband was. I just got some towels, squeezed the water out into the sink, and we finished, creating a little bit of a joke saying that we could no longer talk while we were washing hair, so that I could pay attention to how much water I was putting in. But the problem was it was low at first, and then this, because of the warm water, ended up fogging up, so I couldn't see. So I was searching my brain trying to find out what I could do, ran across a couple of videos, and I was looking for sump pumps, things like that to get the water out of the bucket. And then I thought about it. A camp shower. Ran across something, just typing some stuff in. So let me get this off of here. So this is a portable camp shower, right? Excuse my nails, I've been coloring some hair. So this is the little battery pack here, this little black thing. I know you're looking like water and cords, but the access point for that is up here. And just if you know anything about sump pumps, like I have one over here, there's always cords going down into a well. No risk of shock. Now, the only thing you can do is burn out the motor on this thing if you let it go dry and you continuously run it. But we're not going to do that, right? So I only have about maybe a gallon or 2 of water in here just for demonstration purposes. But it just goes down in there. It doesn't need to sit all the way up or anything like that. It'll suck the water up. So this sprayer here has a handle on it, so it can on off, right? It also comes with a different sprayer that's wider. It's more like a shower and a softer stream, right? But it doesn't have an on off. So if I'm washing hair, as you know, you want to wet that hair down, froth it up, rinse it out, and things like that, and then you want to be able to sit it back down. So I want to be able to turn it on and off. Otherwise, if you don't mind and you prefer the other head for the shower, you can just push this button and turn it on and off. But to me, that'll be a little bit more of a hassle, and it'll take more time. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a demonstration. Oh, actually, one more thing before I get to this extra demonstration. If you don't have a salon chair, because obviously a salon chair is too big to be moving around, so you wouldn't want to carry this around. So you can use a regular chair if you have one. So I'm just gonna turn this to the side a bit if it doesn't fall over on me, and you adjust everything to make things tight. And so the reason why I'm using this one, because I feel it holds the cord a little bit better, but you can the drain better, but you can also just put it into a regular bucket. It's easier, and then you can just stack them inside of each other. So you can just get a regular chair, put that there, and then lower this. Could you lower it here? Just lower this to the height that you need. So that's a little bit too far. I'm gonna put you on pause real quick and lift that back up to a suitable height. Okay, so this all depends on how tall your client is. So they just, but they wouldn't be able to lean back. They would just kind of be able to sit back a little bit and their head would just be there. Okay, but let's get to it so you can see how this works. All right, so you have your portable shower unit already in there. And then to turn this on, you need to push and hold the button. If I can do both of those things at the same time. For like 3 seconds. So if you can hear that, it's now on. And it's not very loud at all, right? So make sure that my dirty water spout, downspout is there. My fresh, clean, warm water is there. So you just wash the hair as you normally would. And that water is just going down his hair. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, so you see it's just going down in there. And if it was in this bucket here, then of course it would be a lot more visible. But you have no risk of flooding anything because 5 gallons to 5 gallons won't overfill. And then when you're done, you just hold that button again. And it turns off. So another thing, this actually comes with 2 batteries. So if one goes dead, you can just swap it out. And it charges by a little cord that goes into this part and it plugs into a USB. So you can plug it in however you need to. Now, if you do not, I'm just going to sit this here. So if you're in a space where you need to bring your own water, because there's no plumbing at all, then and no electricity, well, I guess there would be electricity, but say you didn't have access to a plug or you were just running off of using your own lights or what have you, if the space just didn't have any extra plugs, right? Or any plugs over there. So of course you'll come with your cool water and you can't wash one's hair with cold water. So what you could do if you have one of those portable generators. So I have one of these portable generators for my car or for just charging small things if I'm somewhere. So since I already have one of those, and they aren't very expensive, they have some that are even smaller than that for like recharging batteries where it just might have one port on there or something like that. It would be more cost effective and a lot smaller. Like this isn't really heavy, but the less things you have to carry around. But if you're in your own space and you just don't have an extra plug or you don't have electricity, it's just a room or what have you, then you can do that. And then I have my electric kettle right here, so to heat up my water, and you can just put some water in, heat that water up, and then pour that water over into your bucket, and then that will give you some nice warm water to work with. They also have, if you because this is glass, so they also have the portable kettles that are plastic, and you can just kind of do it that way. For those people who are braiders, you might already have something like that. But yeah, so that's my little system. That's my little setup. That's what was floating around in my head. Now I did find this portable camp shower on someone else's video. They had a whole bunch of stuff that you could do with the water heater already included. And because they have water heaters that look something like that, that portable battery charger, and it'll actually heat up the water for you. And they have like this 3 system. It's a whole thing, a whole chair and all that stuff, but we don't have that and we're trying to work with what we have. So this is what I had. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it helps you. Bye. Remember to subscribe to Growing with the Griffies.